Hello. Welcome to this video. Today we will discuss how this 3 AI social media agent replace social media team. So let's begin.
What if you could have a whole social media team working for you 24/7, but without that massive price tag? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. The AI Social Media Manager. It's an absolute game changer for pretty much anyone with an online presence, and we're about to see exactly how. If you've ever managed a social media account, this probably looks familiar. That feeling of being totally buried under a to-do list that just never, ever ends. It's exhausting, right? But what if I told you that feeling was completely optional? And this right here, this is the manual trap. It's this hamster wheel of trying to come up with new ideas, then manually posting everything, and oh yeah, trying to reply to every single comment to keep people engaged. It's just a perfect recipe for burnout, inconsistent posts, and a ton of frustration. Honestly, it's just not a sustainable way to grow. Okay, but here is where the story completely changes. We're going to shift gears from the problem to a really powerful solution. So let's talk about the promise of automation and introduce the real star of the show, the AI Social Media Manager. So what even is an AI Social Media Manager? Well, don't think of it as just one single tool. It's actually more like a whole system of smart AI agents all working together. And their one and only job? To automate your entire social media strategy, from dreaming up new content all the way to chatting with your followers. Maybe the easiest way to think about it is like this. Imagine you just hired the most efficient team member you could ever find. The only difference is this one works around the clock, never asks for a coffee break, and is constantly making your social media better, even while you're fast asleep. All right, so let's get into the details. First up, its first superpower, automating your content. We're going to look at how this system can take you from a totally blank page to a perfectly timed, published post without you having to do a thing. So here's how that workflow actually, works. First, an AI agent acts like your creative partner, cooking up captions, new ideas, and the right hashtags specifically for your brand. Then, another agent jumps in, analyzes all the latest trends, and figures out the absolute best time to post to get the most eyes on it. And finally, it just publishes it for you, consistently, across Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it. It's a completely hands-off process. And what does all that automation actually get you? Well, for starters, you can say goodbye to writer's block forever. It means you finally get that perfectly consistent posting schedule without even thinking about it. And the big one? It frees up hours and hours of your time. Imagine getting 10, maybe 15 hours back every single week, all while your profiles are more active and optimized than ever. Now for the second part, and you could argue this is the most powerful feature of all, automating your community management. This is about so much more than just posting. It's about actually building real relationships with your audience, but on a scale that you just could not do as one person. And this quote it nails it. We are talking about an AI that can handle real conversations, your comments, your DMs, even basic customer questions. And it does it with a really natural, human-like touch. Being able to do that instantly, that is a total game changer. And here's where it's putting in all that work. You can see it spread across all the places you need it. It handles public comments to boost your visibility. It manages those private DMs to nurture potential leads. And it can even answer initial customer questions to slash your response time. It's got all your bases covered. So the bottom line is pretty simple. With an agent that's always on, nothing ever falls through the cracks again. Every single comment gets a reply, every question gets an answer, and every potential lead gets attention instantly. Okay, let's pull all this together. What does this massive transformation really look like in your day-to-day? Let's do a little before and after, comparing the old manual grind with this new AI-powered reality. This side-by-side really says everything. On the left, you've got hours of work every single day. On the right, a system that just runs itself. You're swapping out those delayed replies for instant engagement. You're trading that frustrating, inconsistent growth for results you can actually scale. And you get all of that without needing to go out and hire a huge team. It's a totally different way to work. And if you boil it all down, it really comes back to these three huge outcomes. First, you save an incredible amount of time. Second, you see a real, measurable jump in your audience engagement. And third, you unlock a level of scalability for your business that just wasn't possible before. This is the real value right here. Look, the most important thing to get from all of this is that this isn't some science fiction future technology. It's happening right now. Real businesses and creators are using these exact systems to get their time back, build stronger connections with their audience, and grow way faster than they ever thought they could. And that really brings us to one final really important question to think about. Once you automate all of the boring, repetitive stuff, you're left with a whole lot more of your most valuable resource, your time and your creativity. So the real question is, what will you do with it? Where will you focus all that energy?
Thanks for watching. See you in next video.